wonder.
I'm ready to invite next year. You're in trouble. Hey, that's I'm in trouble.
That way got in trouble. It's an honor to be here to deliver a speech that Congressman Lewis delivered at Emory College in 2014. This speech speaks to exactly what is going on today, though it was in 2014. Now, I know John Lewis, and if you ever heard him speak, he's very charismatic. I'll do my best. I'm from the South, but not Alabama, Louisiana. And I think that it actually covers exactly some of the major problems we have today and going on with voting. I was going to talk about it at the end of the speech, but when I finish the speech, I want that to be the last word, because I want the speech to be what you remember. So my name is Luther Johnson. I'm the owner of History on Wheels, and I'm also the founder of the African American Military Historical Museum that's going to be located in Joliet. We're going to have the only museum that focuses on the roles that African Americans have played throughout all the great wars, starting in the 1700s up to the modern day storm. We're going to have artifacts, original artifacts, pictures and videos, and there's going to be a lot going on in that museum. We're at 575 East Jackson in Joliet. We're under construction. Hopefully we'll be open in June of next year for the bicentennial of 26. Yeah, so it's a lot of work, and I thank all those who invited me to come out. So my wife, wave your hand, she has flyers and brochures if you want more information about the museum and what we're going to be doing. Feel free to grab one. Our website is historyonwheels.org. So did I get everything out this week? Cool. Now back to John Lewis. I'm going to do my best with this, so y'all pray for me. We're going to begin. John Lewis said, "Let me tell you for a moment, I didn't grow up in a city like Decatur. I didn't grow up in a city like Cherville. I didn't grow up in a city like Buffalo or Chicago, or New York or Los Angeles, or Atlanta. I grew up in a rural Alabama, 50 miles from Montgomery, outside in a little place called Troy. My father was a sharecropper, a farmer of a small piece of land. Back in 1944, when I was 4 years old, my father saved $300. And with that $300, he bought 110 acres of land. My family still owns that land today. How many of you remember when you were 4 years old? Now, that's not many. What happened to the rest of us? And it was many, many, many years ago when we would visit the little town of Troy, visit Montgomery, visit Tuskegee, visit Birmingham. I saw signs that said white men, colored men, white women, colored women, white waiting, colored waiting. I would come home and I would ask my mother, I would ask my father, and I would ask my grandmother and my great-grandparents, why? And they would say to me, that's just the way it is. Don't get in the way and don't get in trouble. But one day, in 1955, I was 15 years old in the 10th grade. I heard about Rosa Parks. I heard the words of Martin Luther King Jr. on the radio. And in 1957, I met Rosa Parks at the age of 17. And in 1958, at the age of 18, I met Martin Luther King Jr. And these two individuals inspired me to get in the way, to get in trouble. So I come here to you, he said in the morning, but tonight, on this beautiful campus with your great educators, your great education. You must find a way to get in the way. You must find a way to get in trouble. Good trouble, necessary trouble. Use your education. Use your wonderful teachers, your wonderful professors, your researchers. Use what you have. Use your learning. Use your tools to help make our country and make our world a better place where no one will be left out or left behind. You can do it. You must do it. It is your time. In a few short days, we will commemorate on what we call Mississippi Summer Project, where more than 1,000 students around America, and many from abroad, made a trip to Mississippi to encourage people to register to vote. And on the summer night of June 21st, in 1964, 3 men that I know, 2 white and 1 African American, Nick Spencer, Andy Goldman, and James Cheney, went out to investigate the burning of an African American church where there was voter registration workshop. These men were detained by the sheriff, jailed, taken out of jail, turned over to the Klan, where they were beaten, shot, and killed. And I tell students today, these 3 men didn't die in Vietnam. They didn't die in the Middle East. They didn't die in Europe. They didn't die in Africa or Central America or South Africa. They died right here in our own country, trying to help out all of our citizens to become participants in the democratic process. As young people, you must understand that there are forces that want to take us back to another period. But you must say, we're not going back. You must say, we're not going back. We made too much progress and we are going to move forward. There may be some setbacks, some delays, some disappointments, but you must never, ever give in, and you must never give up. You must keep the faith and keep your eyes on the prize. It is your call. That is your mission. That is your moral obligation. That is your mandate. Get out there, do it, get in the way. In a final analysis, we all must learn to live together as brothers and sisters, not just in America, but around the world. I want to tell you a little story. Now, I told you I wouldn't be long. You know, I got arrested a few times during my 60s, 40 times to be exact. And an attorney, Ben Johnson, my great friend, President Beverly Tatum, I've honored those 2 individuals. They are wonderful people. All of the charges were dropped and dismissed. But since I've been in Congress and people ask me, how can you be in Congress and you got arrested so many times? Well, I've been arrested since I've been in Congress 5 more times. And I may get arrested again. The last time I got arrested, I was trying to say to Congress, we need to pass a comprehensive immigration reform and set people in a path to citizenship. It is the right thing to do. And I want to say that again. We need to pass a comprehensive reform and set people to the right path of citizenship. It is the right thing to do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense that we live in a country, we live in a society where more than 12 million people, and it's more now, more than 12 million people are living in shadows, living in fear. That is not right. That is not fair. And it's not just. You must get in a way. You must find a way to make a way out of no way. When I was growing up in Alabama, Troy, Alabama, I had a great aunt by the name of Seneva. My aunt Seneva lived in what we call a shotgun house. Now, I know some of you Emory students don't know what a shotgun house is. Soon to graduate, you have never seen or heard of the word shotgun house. You don't even know what I'm talking about. There might be some of you out here today. My aunt Seneva didn't have a green manicure lawn. She had a simple dirt yard. Sometimes at night, you could look up through the holes in the ceiling, the holes in the tin roof, and count the stars. And then when it would rain, we would get pails of buckets and place it to catch the rainwater. But if you really want to know what a shotgun house is in a non-violent sense, it's an old house. One way in, one way out. Where you can bounce a ball at the front door and it will go straight out the back. My aunt Seneva lived in a shotgun house. From time to time, we would walk out into the woods and she would cut dogwood trees. And she would branch them together, and sometimes 2 or 3 times a week, but especially on Friday and Saturday, she would sweep. One Saturday afternoon, a group of my brothers and sisters and a few of my first cousins were out playing in my aunt Seneva's dirt yard. And an unbelievable storm rose. It's the lightning started flashing, the wind started blowing, the thunder started roaring. My aunt Seneva became terrified. She started crying. She thought the whole house was going to blow away. When it appeared that one corner of the house was going to blow away, my aunt had all of us hold hands and walk to that side to try to hold the house down with our little bodies. When it appeared the other corner was going to be lifted up, she had us walk to that side. We were little children, walking in the wind, but we never left the house. I say to you, as you leave here, this beautiful campus, the winds may blow, the thunder may roll, the lightning may flash, the rain may beat on your old house. Call it the Emory house. Call it the house of Georgia, or the house of Atlanta, or New York. Call it the house of Europe. Call it the house of Africa. Call it the house of Asia, or Central, or South America. Call it the house of the Middle East. We all live in the same house. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, Latino, Asian, or Native American. It doesn't matter if you're straight or if you're gay. We are one people, we are one family, and we all live in the same house.
All right.
Be bold, be courageous, stand up, speak out, find a way to create a beloved community. Beloved the world, a world of peace, a world of recognition, of dignity, of humanity. Never be bitter, never become hostile, never hate. Live in peace. We are one people, and one love. Thank you very much.